Hi friends, I know some of you are watching this and you are feeling like the world is against you because I've read the comments, and here's what some of the comments have said. The world and life always work against you. You have to fight for survival. Another one said, almost no one cares about others. We have to care just for ourselves. And another one said, this world is completely fake and we are overdue for extinction. And I get it. I get that sense of hopelessness. I've been there in my own way, in my own life, maybe through different circumstances than you, but the heaviness and the despair, I know that. I want to tell you something that I've learned the hard way. The world is messy. Life is chaotic. People can be cruel, and systems can be unjust. And yes, sometimes it feels like you're entirely alone in all of it. But here's the truth. Life is never entirely just one thing. It's never all good, and it's never all bad. That's black and white thinking. And that is the sense that the world is either fully evil or fully kind. And it's actually kind of a trap. It's a sign of being stuck and of being emotionally overwhelmed. You're trying to compartmentalize the world instead of dealing with all the complexity that's in the gray areas. The truth is the world is full of gray areas. Pain and beauty exist on the same plane. Good and bad are intertwined. And that awareness of both, that's where real understanding and real emotional intelligence begins. I remember a time many, many years ago when I was young and my life was completely unraveling. Everything felt chaotic and was out of control, and I was making choices that I wasn't proud of, just trying to survive one more day, one more hour. I didn't ask for help because I didn't want anybody to see the mess that I was in. And yet sometimes help finds you anyway. Sometimes you get exactly what you need when you're not expecting it. Someone reached out, just a small gesture, almost invisible, but it offered me a way forward that I didn't even know existed. And I took it. After that, everything that came next, rebuilding my life, making choices that actually mattered. It was all on me from then on, and it took perseverance and endurance and a willingness to keep stepping forward when every step felt impossible and incredibly hard. Looking back now, I'm really proud of myself, not just for surviving, but for coming out on the other side stronger, wiser, and able to build a life that I can be proud of after completely screwing it up. And here's the thing that I want you to hear. You don't have to suffer alone. Even just one small contact, one unexpected hand reaching out, or even one eye contact, it might be enough to open the door where some light can get in. You may not see it at first, but sometimes that tiny spark is all it takes to start shifting everything. Even when life feels unfair, even when the suffering seems endless, there is a balance. It's not easy to see, and it doesn't happen on a schedule, but it's always there. Pain and joy, despair and relief, darkness and light, they exist together. And noticing even the smallest traces of good, the thought that stirs a spark in you, the tiniest moment of awareness, a thought that shifts your perspective just a little bit. It reminds you that life isn't only suffering. It reminds you that balance exists even when it's almost impossible to see. The people who feel completely alone out there, those of you who are struggling with real hardship, I want you to know something important. The world is not only as cruel as it sometimes seems, there's also always the possibility of the swing back. Life has a way of surprising you. So yes, it might be as cruel as it seems right now, but sometimes slowly, something unexpectedly, something will shift. There'll be moments of relief, moments of connection, moments of understanding where you least expect them. And even if life is messy and painful and chaotic, it's never entirely one thing. I've lived through the darkness and I've come out on the other side. And that's the truth that I want to leave you with. You are not trapped in a world that's only suffering. Even if it feels like no one understands or notices, you are not truly alone. There is always the possibility for connection, for help, for a shift, sometimes in ways that you can't anticipate. And while life can break you, life can also restore you. Sometimes all it takes is one small moment, one small contact, one tiny flicker of possibility to start changing the course of everything. So if you're watching this and you feel like the weight of the world is pressing down on you, I want you to remember pain and joy, darkness and light, despair and hope. They all exist together, even in your hardest moments. Even when you feel like you're completely alone, there's always the possibility for change. Hold on to that. Look for even the smallest flickers of light, and trust that the world, messy and imperfect as it is, has room for balance and for you to find your way. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.